Hi, my name is Crystal Longoria, and I just watched the Dan Pink video on the puzzle of motivation. I was very surprised that more people are motivated on eternal growth as opposed to rewards, promotions, and so forth when it comes to jobs. I did find it interesting that rewards narrow your focus and vision sometimes, and that the higher incentives did lead to worse performances from the employees. I guess I kind of agree with that, but I'm very interested in to see more research on this based on in my classroom or in businesses. This year, as teachers, our state house was wanting to pass the HB 2543 that would allow school districts to use standardized test scores as a major evaluation tool for renewal, promotions, and rewards. This is a clear example of how this could be unfair and also become a problem in the classroom. So the teachers and I were discussing this and how this could maybe potentially hurt teachers and campuses and school districts, being that teachers are going to start competing against one another in hopes to receive a higher score and these rewards that Dan Pink was discussing in his video. I felt that how can we reward teachers and promote them based on scores when as teachers we don't all have the same classrooms. I may have a classroom whose my sub-pop is minorities, or I may specialize in special ed students as opposed to my other coworker who has maybe the GT and the higher students. So I find that in opposed to discussing this with businesses and classrooms, I really don't find that rewarding teachers is beneficial, and it can hurt them. I also went to a GT training in the summer of last year where they were against rewarding students for good grades. They felt that as students that their education is already rewarding enough, and they also were on Dan Pink's bandwagon that if you do reward students, their potential of succeeding is not the same as when you don't reward them. So I can kind of see where he's coming from with this. I do have to admit that I'm kind of on the fence with both of this, because when I think about businesses in the world, everything in the world has rewards. As a child, whenever you do chores, you do these chores because you want to have an allowance. When you are in a business, for example, I used to work at Express in high school. My goal was that I wanted to become, head cashier, and I wanted to be a manager. And so those were kind of incentives and rewards also that kind of helped me to be the better employee that I was. So I'm just kind of interested to see more of Dan Pink's videos and to see how this is helpful to us as educators. So I found this video very interesting, and I look forward to hearing more from him.